In recent centuries, humans have turned to using non-renewable energy sources that are detrimental to the environment. The usage of non-renewable sources is one of the largest contributors of air pollution and has a big impact on many large-scale environmental issues like global warming. Hawaii is hugely reliant on the non-renewable energy market. It is currently the worst-off state in terms of their reliance on non-renewable energy, with 90% of their energy being made from imported oils. Both the process of attaining these materials and the use of them are harmful for the environment. Importantly, this energy source is not self-sustainable and will eventually run out. Research and technology has now come up with multiple ways to create green energy. However, the implementation of these new techniques are costly and not easily available. For these reasons, it is hard to replace the current detrimental energy market with a healthier renewable energy market. There are many indicators that suggest the current regulatory approach is failing to produce the best possible outcome for the ecological system. 85% of the United States' energy is composed of fossil fuels. Some of the effects of this is air pollution caused by the burning of these fuels, the damage of the earth from the extraction of these resources, environmental demise, acid rain, water pollution, and also many human health problems resulting from a combination of these effects. One of the largest indicators of this failing regulatory approach is the rapid growth of global warming. In the past 150 years, burning fossil fuels have increased the amount of carbon dioxide by 25%. Since the 1800s, the global temperature has risen 0.5 to 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit. This may seem like an insignificant increase. However, if the temperature of the Earth rises at a steady rate, it'll be inhabitable in the next few hundred years. It is stated that since 1751, about 337 billion metric tons of carbon have been released into the atmosphere due to the use of fossil fuels. Half of these emissions were produced since the mid-1970s, indicating a rapid incline of the use of non-renewable resources. In 2007, the global fossil fuel carbon emission was estimated at an all-time high and had a 1.6% increase from the year before. The United States consists of 5% of the world's population. However, it produces 25% of the world's energy. This proves that the United States is responsible for a lot of the environmental problems of the world caused by energy consumption. Property rights are not well defined because we don't have any rules defining the amount of pollution or damage on the earth each country is responsible for. Right now, humanity has a shared responsibility on taking care of this planet. However, doing so may hurt the economy or market of a country. The United States government, as well as the state of Hawaii, have taken steps to create policies to enforce more environmentally friendly energy systems. For example, U.S. government has an official Department of Energy that was made in 1977. They also created the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to regulate nuclear energy. The state of Hawaii is also under several laws geared toward helping conserve our environment. One example is the greenhouse gas law, which states that by year 2020, greenhouse gas emissions should be back down to the level they were at 1990. The current regulatory approach for all of America is not enough to sustain us. However, the rules and goals set in place for Hawaii are a lot more ambitious and have set a path to be the leading state in renewable energy. The state of Hawaii legislature passed the House Bill 623 that states all 3 Hawaiian electric companies will rely on 30% renewables by 2020, 70% by 2040, and 100% by 2045. This is the most aggressive clean energy goal in the country. Some policy recommendations may be the increase in the push for renewable energy for other states. This can be in the form of a higher tax on individuals, for example, a pollution tax. The Hawaiian Electric Company has recently planned a merger with a larger company based in the continental United States. This new company is much larger and owns other electric companies as well. The purpose of this merger is to gain knowledge that will help them expedite the process of turning to renewable energy. This will help Hawaiian Electric Company meet their goals defined by the Green Energy Bill. Another reason for this merger is to acquire the money to fund this change. Transforming a company that relies on non-renewable energy into a company that relies on green energy takes a lot of research and funding. One of the most expensive aspects of this change is the funding for the research to invent the new technology that will allow the company to effectively implement these new systems. A merger with a larger company is one way to come up with a lot of money in a short amount of time without having to turn to the people of Hawaii to fund it through ridiculously high energy bills. With the consistent assistance from the new company and the government, Hawaii will continue to make rapid improvement.